morning, folks. This morning got Yulay's holiday berries. This one here I do believe she sold out of, so may have to send her an email, see if she'll make another one. This one here is what I would consider a pretty special one because you can probably see the leaves and the berries down there. That's pretty cool. Nice presentation. I really like that. I had no idea when I bought this soap that it was like this. Really impressive. And the scent is berries, and I think it's got some orange scent to it, and I've got it down below. The excuse me, the blades I'll be using today is going to be Personna in the red pack. And this one here, I guess you might say, I don't know if you want to call it old or whatever, this is what it's wrapped in. Then on the back side, that is what it says right there. Not too many of those still say that. And that's says distributed by American Safety Razor Company, Verna, Virginia, then a zip code, and there's a number after that. Excuse me. And so, I do have some lather whipped up. This Reyes Restore brush. He's on Instagram, and let's see if I can get this to stand. There you go. Now you can see what the brush looks like. That's pretty nice looking brush. He did a really good job on this one. And today's Parker 96R. It is a twisty open. And I'm going to follow the shave up with not a matching aftershave, but it's called the Nog. And I put my nose to it, and this is my nose. Got the scent description down below. But I would say this is very comparable if you were to smell eggnog straight out of a carton or out of the jug, depending on what it's coming in. I would say this leans towards the old-fashioned eggnog, in my opinion, the scent. And alum block with a rubber band, and there's witch hazel with aloe. Already put a hot towel to the face, bloom water, worked it in, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And those Lord blades that I had yesterday, yeah, I already took them to work to see if the guys up there, if they particularly care for them or not. They didn't work so well for me. Looks pretty good. Even though my nose is giving me fits this morning, I can smell the scent, which is pretty good considering. I did whip this up on the wet side. I guess you might say keeping up with what I normally do if I was shaving with a shave head. Every once in a while I might whip it up a little thicker. You can kind of tell that this color, you saw the color of the soap, it's a reddish brown, so it's not gonna be white when you put it on with the grain. So my area of concern is right here where I had weepers. So I will be careful when I get to that part. Personna has always worked well for me. It was one of my first blades. Dorco was the one that I guess you might say encouraged me to look for them. The blades that I used from Dorco was under the name of Pace, and those blades were a little, I guess you might say a little rough. They, you know, you can shave with them. They weren't all that bad. They were edgy. That might be the better word. And so I thought maybe there might be a smoother blade out there. And then the idea popped in my head that maybe I should hunt down some Personas. Found them in a 100 pack, so I got a couple hundred. I don't have a couple hundred anymore, but when I did buy them, I bought quite a few of them. The Lab Blues pretty much only come in a 100 pack. You can buy them from like try a blade individually if you want. It's just I preferred to go ahead and, at the time I was buying them in large quantities. I still have some of the Dorco Pace blades. I might use one every once in a while. I guess you might say as a reminder, help you appreciate your other blades, I guess you might say. I haven't tried them in all my razors. There might be one day that it works well in. I don't remember. I may have to go back and revisit that. I may have to try it in a Gillette Ball Tech. See if that doesn't, how well they work in a Ball Tech. This smells great. Really unfortunate she doesn't make it anymore. Or sold out, I should say. I was going to go ahead and get the Nog, the soap that goes along with this aftershave, but I thought this was a pretty good pairing. You know, holiday berries and then the Nog. Yeah, this will be a pretty good pairing. Much smoother. It's really odd because, like I said, the Shark Super Chromes didn't have nowhere near the issue with them. But the Lord Super Chrome, on the other hand, didn't go so well. So today, in order to make sure that I didn't have another one of those kind of shaves today, I went with Personna because tomorrow, excuse me, I'll be shaving with a Dovo for the first time, and two shaves like that in a row, and then going with the shavette that I haven't shaved with before could prove to be disastrous. So decided I'd go with the Personna. Because the next blade I think I'll go ahead and try it on Monday is the Lord Extra, and the Lord Extra is supposed to be Teflon coated, and I'm kind of thinking might get a better shave with that one. Went smooth right on across there. That's great. No issues. We should be. We'll check it out on the Instagram and see if it doesn't wake up a few of those that might be lying dormant down there from yesterday. Some of those weepers. Yeah, it was stinging for a good long while yesterday after that alum block. He just let me know that the shave wasn't too whoopee right there. Kind of figured I might run across a blade or two that wouldn't work out so well for me. What might work out well for me may not work out well for you, and vice versa. It's one of those your mileage may vary, and most likely will. got some blades that I haven't tried yet. One of them is from Czechoslovakia. I think maybe the country's changed its name now. I have to look. At any rate, I think it's called the Tiger. Kind of anxious to try that one. I seen somebody shave with one of them and had a good experience, so it kind of encouraged me to give them a try. Against the grain. I wouldn't say that this Parker is aggressive by any means. Wouldn't say it's mild. It might be, well, I will say it's on the upper end of mild, maybe. Nice shaver, especially after yesterday's shave. Need a shaver like this today. Really enjoy this shaver. It's good for a Saturday or a Monday as far as that goes. I've been fighting a cold, I think, all week, and boy, yesterday was a rough day. Down towards the, made it for the first half, not doing too bad, but that last half of the day was, ooh, excuse me, yeah, that was tough. I didn't come home and go straight to bed. I did stay up for a while, because I knew if I went to bed, I run that risk of waking up in the wee hours of the morning, and of course not being able to go back to sleep, and that won't work out very well for me. So tomorrow's shave might be interesting depending on how busy I am today. Kind of hoping it won't be too terribly busy. Maybe I might be able to get a little bit of rest in later on today. Boy, the soap is good. I like Monica's soap. It works well for me. The Daily Lather came out with his list. Oh my. You have to, whether you agree with the list or not, because that's his list and he, you know, his criteria that he used and so on and so forth, you know. Yeah, that's his list. Or their list, depending on how many's over there. My understanding is just him. That's his list. And his opinion. But, you know, you have to, in my opinion, you know, you have to give the guy some credit. You know, he knew when he put that out, he knew darn good and well that this was going to ruffle some feathers. Not everybody's going to agree. Because, you know, your mileage may vary. What one soap, what one blade may work for you, may not work for others. So the soap, the brushes, and it wasn't not only just, you know, hey, the soap I didn't feel like, you know, was quite as good as this soap, but there was other criteria. You could tell by, I guess you might say, his dissenting opinion, if you will. The cost of the soap for somebody that's brand new, showing up, that's unestablished, unproven, if you will. Now I understand, you know, if I was a soap maker and I'm coming out, I believe in my product, otherwise I wouldn't put it out. In other words, I'm shaving with other people's stuff. I know how it feels, know how it works for me, and so now I'm making my own stuff and putting my own spin on it. But you know, it hasn't been proven to, you could say, the rest of the world. So I understand the pricing thing, and so that was one of the factors. But he did put it out, knowing that people are going to disagree with him, and maybe even in large numbers. Which is, you know, by the way, that was the aloe. witch hazel with aloe. He did put it out there. It's interesting reading after, you know, all the comments and everything. It's what I like. I don't have to agree with everything somebody says, but it keeps my thought process in check, if you will, because somebody might have an opinion or an idea that hasn't even entered my mind yet, haven't even thought of it, and it helps keep me, you know, thinking, you know, so that way I'm not stuck in a rut with the same old thing over and over, which I'll talk about here in a minute, because I've been shaving with a Yulay soap, and I'm about ready to switch things up. The Nog smells good. Man, I really like this one. Waited too long. I should have got this earlier. And I tell you what, this, I may have to go ahead and get the soap. Man, this smells great. It'll go well with the butter rum cappuccino. In other words, shave one day with this, and the next day with the butter rum cappuccino, and I mean, just, oh, I really like this scent. Now, some won't. I like butter rum candy, butterscotch. I love that stuff. I don't eat as much of it as I used to. Matter of fact, I think I'll put on some more. But I love that scent. It just, for me, it rates right up there with the light tobacco scents. Whether it's pipe or green or whatever the case is, I enjoy them. And if it helps any at all, I like it, and I don't smoke. So it's just the scent. I enjoy the scent. To me, it brings back a lot of memories from my younger days. Man, that is really great. So I'm going to show you the shaver again. So this is a Parker 96R. It says twist to open, and let's see if I can show this. So this from here down is what's twisting. So you're holding up here. This actually doesn't twist. It stays stationary. It's the rest of the handle that opens up, in case you're wondering. And there's that awesome blade. I like Personas. It's my go-to blade besides that one and Astra SP. Very good blades. I really enjoy those. Another blade that works well for me that I was really surprised. Did not think that it would, you know, just thought, you know, give it a try, and I got several of those also. And that's a Treat Falcon. Really surprised on how well this shaves for me. Really nice blade. The Treat Black Beauties work well on some razors for me, some shavers, and then some shavers not so good. So that is definitely for me one of those blades that pair well with certain shavers. So if you've got several shavers, you might want to keep a record of all this, what works well and what doesn't. Oh, got to show you this brush again. He did a really good job with this brush. So I have a excuse me, a stand over here with that's the one I'm looking for, with super speeds, and that's one. So in other words, I've been shaving with Parker Modern, so now I'm going to go with Vintage, and on Monday this is going to be the shaver. I'd have to look up, well, it's 1940 something other. Twist open. It does have the notch right here, so that helps identify about what time span that it was made in. But I've got a number of super speeds that I've been working up to for this month, and so next week, starting on Monday through Saturday, I'll be shaving with super speeds. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe. Smooth shaves to you.